Welcome back to Council Update. We're here with Councilman Fontana and Jason Grafazzi of Concrete Innovations. They're here at the Mead Library discussing the renovations that were made inside of the library today.
Hi everybody, I'm here today with Jason Grafazzi from Concrete Innovations here at the Mead Library in the Lovejoy neighborhood, where recently we actually had the floors of the building redone, and we had some really old looking concrete floors in this building, and now they're actually absolutely beautiful. And it's all because of this guy right here, Jason Grafazzi. Jason, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, Jason. How long's your company been in existence?
We've been around for 10 years now. Concrete Innovations.
Buffalo-based company?
Buffalo-based company, yes. We have our office, actually, we've got out in North Tonawanda, but we work in Buffalo, really in the tri-state area, Buffalo, New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New Jersey, surrounding area.
Now, I know you do wonders with concrete. Do you work on other surfaces too? And we'll get into the process a little bit, but what other surfaces do you work on?
We also work on terrazzo and marble, and so we can restore that existing beat up, maybe grimy looking terrazzo or marble floor as well as concrete.
Very nice. So if you get an older house or maybe a commercial application, you do both residential and commercial?
Exactly. Yep. Residential, commercial, and really there's you have no limit on the applications because concrete is under most surfaces, and then terrazzo may be in there, but that can be put in there, and marble as well. So.
Now, we know of your company through your work with the City of Buffalo. You do many things, Cultural Walk of Fame, and you do a lot of things for the City of Buffalo as a whole. Take after your great-grandfather there, your grandfather, Charles Grafazzi, a good friend of ours, and that's how we got to know you. Yep. You came here to the Mead Library. You guys worked for, about 2 weeks here on our floor, and you did wonders. Can you explain the process as to what you did to the floor in the basement here at the Mead Library and how that made it so much different?
Sure. Well, this floor actually was covered in an epoxy coating. And so what we had to do is we had to come in with aggressive diamond abrasives. So similar to sanding a hardwood floor, you sand the concrete, right? Mm-hmm. So we start real aggressive, and then the grits get finer and finer. So we had to go in there very aggressive, grind off that epoxy coating, get down to the surface that we wanted that would be functional, and then as we did the process, we apply products that strengthen the floor, dust-proof it, and then also make it stain resistant. So it's really a great process to not only take that existing flooring, but turn it into the new flooring solution that's very low maintenance. It's green, of course, reusing a floor that's already there, so we can do it to new as well as old concrete. And then, of course, it's customizable, so you can do anything from colors and stains and logos and things like that. This one we kept natural, but then you ended up with a very nice-looking, low-maintenance flooring solution.
How long can we expect the nice shine on it to last? And any issues with water, maybe? If we get a little bit of water in the basement here. Any issues with water?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, that's the beauty of this process. It's great for areas that have flooding or may get flooding because the water actually beads on the surface. So it's very simple when there's flooding going on or anything along those lines or even just spills, you can simply take a squeegee or a mop and get rid of that water. And then there's no issues with moisture or needing to repair that surface. If it's a carpet or a tile or a wood, that of course needs to be replaced. But with polished concrete, you can simply use that surface that's right there.
Yeah, no mold issues, no other issues. What about maintenance on a floor like this now? What type of maintenance do we have to do?
Well, the beauty of polished concrete, as we mentioned, one of them is low maintenance. So for maintenance of a flooring like you have, you're simply looking at a Swiffer pad to remove the dust and debris. That's really all that would impact the sheen of the floor. Simply, if you think of something like glasses and you had dust on your glasses for a while and over time that was walked on or rubbed into those glasses, that would reduce the sheen of those glasses. And so the same thing with the floor. If you leave dust and debris on there, that sheen will get reduced. So a Swiffer pad or a microfiber pad would simply keep that dust off. Then if you have a little bit of a buildup, you could use just simply soap and water. So it's very cost-effective as well as simple for anyone to do. And then you'd have that product, like I said, when it comes to the actual protection. With our process, everything penetrates in, so there is no need for a reapplication of anything. So really, the only thing that gets reduced over time is the sheen. And that's, once again, just based on if you maintain it properly. I mean, an area like this, a sheen will last for 10 years or more.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'll probably last longer than Charlie Sheen.
It will. Yeah, well done. Yes, it will last longer than Charlie Sheen.
I'm old school now from the restaurant business. I want to take a mop and mop it. Is that okay to do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it could be as simple as just a mop and a squeegee or a shop vac. Very straightforward. And once again, I mean, as long as you're using a neutral cleaner like a simple green or some just basic cleaner that you can find at a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you're able to maintain that floor, really, like I said, for the life of the floor.
Now, Jason, your company is an innovator across the country. Can you tell us where you've been? I know you do trade shows. You teach people how to do this. You show them how the industry is run. Can you fill us in on what you've been doing nationwide?
Yeah, well, we've been very involved with the industry for the past 10 years. It's a relatively young industry. But so what we did when we first got involved was there was no place to go and learn or share thoughts and ideas or just really make sure that this industry was a sustainable, thriving industry. So we created a conference. We started it in Atlanta, Georgia 8 years ago, and we've had it every year. We've had it everywhere from Atlanta to Las Vegas. We've also been taken with our event to India, to London. We've been then looking at going to Brazil. And so we've provided education all around the world through this conference. We've also had over 45 countries come from international areas to attend our conference and learn about polished concrete. And really our thought behind that is, you know, while of course we will be teaching our competitors at a certain point, we're also in it for the long haul when it comes to polished concrete. And we want to make sure that this industry stays and is thriving because, you know, many industries it turns into a price war and it can become, you know, just lowest bid wins and then the quality drops. And then before you know it, people are saying, well, polished concrete is not the right flooring solution. And so, like I said, we're more big picture. We wanted to make sure we know there's concrete everywhere. So we know there will be enough work for everyone. You know, and beneath any tile, any carpet, or a new construction, you need concrete on that floor.
Sure.
So we know there's going to be plenty of work, but we want to make sure, once again, that it's sustainable and that it lasts. And it you know, gets the, you know, pricing and the proper attention that it deserves, because it's, once again, you know, if it becomes just, you know, anyone goes in there and does it, it's going to make our industry look bad, and there's not going to be a long-lasting industry, and no one will have a job for that. So
that's true.
That's our approach.
Now, recently I was at the Buffalo Home Show with my wife, and we're going through the home made out of the boxcars.
Yep.
And I saw the countertops in there. They were concrete. Did you make those?
Yes.
Did you make those
We
countertops?
made those countertops. Yep. I mean, that's the fun part with concrete, is it can be turned into many different things. And so not only do we polish the floors, but we make concrete countertops as well. So those are fun because they're one of a kind. You know, each one is a customized mold that we make in our shop, and we pour and then we polish or you know, create whatever the client is looking for, and then we actually bring it and install it similar to a granite or any other type of countertop. But yes, we did make that countertop. It was a very cool project because, as you mentioned, it involved the cargo containers, which I know you're also big into, and that's you know, very cool. You know, once again, eco-friendly, green, thinking along the sustainable, you know, bigger picture lines. And so, yeah, so they turned a cargo container into a home, and they asked us to create a countertop. So once again, we worked with the designers. That's the cool thing. You can work with the clients. You know, they put in their ideas, and we make their mold based on their vision. So it's all, you know, one of a kind. It turns into artwork that is, you know, then of course functional because it's a kitchen counter or a coffee table or a fireplace or really anything.
And it's extremely durable too.
Exactly. Yep. Durable, low maintenance, just like the floors. So yeah, it's cool and it's beneficial and it's fun.
Very nice, Jason. Now, how can people get a hold of you? How do they get a hold of the company? Maybe some contact information for the company in case they're looking at maybe doing something and they want a consultation to see if their concrete could be redone.
Well, I mean, they can go to our website. You know, that's probably the best first place to go if you can go somewhere and get a better understanding of exactly what we're talking about here, which is www.concreteinnovationscorp.com. Of course, give us a call. Number is 716-696-6161. As I mentioned, we have a shop located in North Tonawanda, but either way, you'd want to contact us for an appointment or take a look at the website and shoot us an email. You know, we'd love to take a look at the project. We give free estimates, but, you know, you'd be amazed at what you can turn an old concrete floor into. So, you know, even if you're just thinking of it, feel free to contact us and we can take a look at it.
Now, I know you're on YouTube too. You have a couple of videos on YouTube. Maybe people could look up your name on YouTube, Jason Grafassi. Check out those informational videos online. Very important. Any upcoming projects that you're working on across the city? I know you've been really helping in the rebirth of Buffalo, working on some of the historic buildings that we have locally and really doing a nice job on those buildings. We had to actually wait to get our floor done while you were finishing up some projects. What are some of the projects you're working on?
Yeah, no, thank you for pointing that out, that, you know, we do get involved in a lot of the restoration projects going on here in Buffalo. We've got the Larkin Center of Commerce. We did a lot of work there, which is an old pre-war, there's big history in that building. We've done a lot of work now at 483 Main Street, which was a cool terrazzo restoration job. We've done work. We helped them restore the Remington Lofts out in North Tonawanda, the Jameson Business Park, which used to be the Motorola plant. A lot of cool restoration projects that are going on, and a few of them in the future that I'm very excited about that will continue along this path of helping, like you said, to restore these old Buffalo buildings. We actually have a video series called Repolish Buffalo. And we started a blog and to highlight and document all of the projects where we're bringing polished concrete or polished terrazzo or something, one of the services that we provide into an old existing concrete or structure in Buffalo. And it's fun to be part of the whole rebirth and resurgence that's going on around here, and to be able to help that grow.
Well, people going through these buildings now can look to see that concrete. If it looks good, they know that Jason Grafasi and Concrete Innovations did that work. Now, you work with family members too?
Yes, it is a family business. I work with my father, Charlie Grafasi, which is the son of Charlie Grafasi Sr., which you had mentioned from before. So yeah, it's a family business, which is a lot of fun. You know that you're going to get 110% out of your family. And so, it's great being able to work with my dad, being able to, all the different things that we get involved in, along with, like we said, the Walk of Fame and be a sport and things along that. So it's great to keep everything in the family. Like I said, everyone's going to work hard and work together and has the best interests in mind. So
yeah, definitely the work ethic of the Grafasi family, true to form here at the Mead Library, folks. They did a great job here. They'll do a great job for you. I want to thank you for watching this episode of Council Update. I'm Councilmember Rich Fontana, and we'll see you next time.